Hi everyone and welcome to our video for today. It's Tuesday the 30th of November. As ever, I hope that you are keeping safe and well. It's been quite a while since I was able to do a video for you online. I had a bit of time off, a week off mid-November, and I had a busy couple of weeks either side of that week off. But I always had my eye on Advent as the ideal opportunity to start the videos up again. And here we are. It's great to be sharing with you again. And I thought that during Advent we'd have a look at this book I've been sent. It's called Who is Jesus? An Advent devotional from the Global Church, which is great. So it's got reflections that are coming from people from all over the world. And today's comes from Romania. It's by Dr. Daniel G. Oprian, who is assistant professor at the Faculty of Humanistic and Social Studies in the Aurel Vlaicu University in Romania. And the reflection is called Jesus is God. John chapter 1, verses 1 to 2. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. The season of Advent is an important time for believers around the world to meditate on the miracle and significance of the birth of Jesus. Who is he, and why does it matter that he came? The beginning chapters of each of the four Gospels are a good place to start such a reflection. How do they introduce this Jesus? The first three Gospels start with a similar narrative, but the Gospel of John begins very differently. By starting with the expression "in the beginning," John calls to mind the book of Genesis and points to a time prior to creation, to the eternity of God. John's intention is to affirm that before the beginning of created order, in eternity, was the one who is the centre of his gospel, Jesus Christ. And the four introductory expressions that immediately follow are affirmations that Jesus Christ is God. 1. In the beginning was the Word. Affirms the eternal existence of the one who incarnated in the person of Jesus Christ. He is not part of the created order, but is from eternity. The word "was" used by John expresses Christ's eternal existence outside time and space. Take a few moments and think at the grandeur of Christ's eternity. This one whose birth in human flesh we celebrate at Christmas has always existed. He brings eternity into humanity so that he can save humanity for all eternity. What comfort when the days seem futile and short, that the one who has existed from eternity past now wears our humanity for eternity in the future. And point 2, the Word was with God, affirms the relationship of Jesus with the eternal Father. The preposition "with" that John uses expresses the eternal coexistence and intimacy of a unique relationship, as well as a distinction between the two divine persons, the Son and the Father. Jesus has a unique relationship with the eternal Father, being with him from eternity, and the one in closest relationship with the Father. Again, take a few moments and meditate on the uniqueness of the relationship between the Father and the Son. Our longing for intimacy and our delight when we enjoy close family relationships, and disappointment when we don't, exist because we bear the image of the God who made us. What an encouragement to continue to pursue intimacy with him and with one another, despite the challenges. And point 3, the Word was God affirms the truth that Jesus is of the very essence and nature of God. This affirmation is endorsed by the writer of the letter to the Hebrews, who presents Jesus as the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of his being. Take a few moments and meditate on the affirmation of the Apostle Paul about Jesus, that in Christ all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form. Thank God that as we get to know Jesus as he is revealed to us in the Scriptures, we see and know what God is really like. And finally, point 4. He was with God in the beginning emphasizes the truth that this is a person, he, who was with God in the beginning and was God. And the rest of John 1 verses 1 to 18 will spell out that Jesus is that God in the flesh person. Take a few moments to meditate on the personhood of God. Neither an impersonal force nor an unyielding formula governs all things. Jesus does. In times when we do not understand what is happening and why it is happening, at least we can know that the person who not only understands, but upholds and works all things for his purposes, as the writer to the Hebrews testifies. And we know that we can trust him because, though God, he came in the flesh to lay down his life that we might live. Introducing this gospel this way, John signals his intention to prove, so that we can believe and have life, that Jesus Christ is God. For contemporary Christian communities around the world, and for the believers in Central Eastern Europe and Romania in particular, John's affirmations in the beginning verses of his gospel are of paramount importance. To live a meaningful spiritual life in the contemporary world, with its uncertainties and unexpected tragedies, will mean to rediscover and embrace Jesus' divine identity. In Jesus, God is for us, God is with us, and God is in us. And this is our hope, not only for the future glory, but also for our daily earthly existence. Understanding and experiencing the divine presence is what makes the difference between a life lived in faith, trusting God in the midst of a troubled world, and a life that is hopeless, full of fear and discouragement. So there we are, quite a few things to consider there. I hope that was helpful to you, and indeed do take some time to meditate on some of the points that were shared there. Anyway, yeah, it's great to be back online doing videos for you, and I shall speak to you again on Thursday. Until then, do take care, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.